Hello and welcome to another edition of WLMU Tri-State News. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us. Let's dive right into this week's top story. To celebrate its 50th anniversary, England Incorporated in New Tazewell was honored to have Governor Bill Haslam to make a very big announcement.
We're here today to announce that England Incorporated is investing $17.5 million in its manufacturing facility. Most significantly, this expansion will bring 300 new employees over the next 5 years to Claiborne County. So that is huge news, and we are very, very grateful to you all for doing that. Thank you and congratulations.
England Furniture is one of the largest employers in Claiborne County, employing 1,050 people. One point that was stressed by Otis Sawyer, president of England Incorporated, during the announcement is that England is committed to making its products in America, providing rapid delivery along with selection, service, and quality to help keep jobs in Tennessee. If you are interested in applying for a job, you can apply directly at England's Human Resource Department, located at 995 England Industrial Road in New Tazewell, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Repairs on Powell River Bridge began last week. Southern Contractors Incorporated is performing routine repairs on the Powell River Bridge located between Tazewell and Harrogate. Commuters can expect lane closures, temporary traffic control devices, and signs to route traffic. According to Tom Butler, Vice President of Southern Contractors, the work is nothing major, just routine repairs. Under the Tennessee Department of Transportation's maintenance program, bridges are evaluated every 1 to 2 years. Butler has asked motorists, especially drivers of emergency vehicles, to be aware of traffic pattern changes and delays due to construction until the expected completion on April 30th. Are you a natural-born leader? Do you like being involved in the community? I sat down with Christine Hickman and Caleb Widener, two Lincoln ambassadors, who tell me what the Lincoln ambassadors do and what it means to them.
So as a Lincoln ambassador, we represent the school in our community and here on campus. We want people to look at us and think that is what LMU represents. So if you want to be a Lincoln ambassador, you have to have Lincoln Memorial's best interests at heart. You stand out in your classes and in your community, and professors will recommend you to Turner Bowling, but if you want to be one, just go to him and ask him how to become one. Make sure that you're proactive in your academics. Make sure that you make a presence known to your professors. Let them know that you're that leader type, that you want to help other people.
Being a Lincoln ambassador to me is more a privilege thing. I consider myself to be a leader anyway, because I take it upon myself to do things that I feel like would not just benefit me. So if you want to be a Lincoln ambassador, make sure that you want to help. It's really set up to help the students. So if you're all about trying to not just make yourself a better student, but make this campus a better place for all of us, that's the main goal.
If you would like to know more about the Lincoln Ambassadors, you can contact Turner Bowling, Director of Residential Life on campus at turner.bowling@lmunet.edu. After reopening from a 16-day government shutdown, the Cumberland Gap National Historic Park has seen thousands of visitors. Coming up in mid-November, visitors can expect detours and slight traffic delays through the park. The work is preventative maintenance on highly used bridges throughout the park. According to a press release, the biggest impacts will consist of the closing of the overpass to and from Highway 25 in Kentucky. This will cause lane closures and detours into Middlesboro and Tennessee coming into and out of the park. During a 2-week period, the bridge on the Pinnacle Road leading to the overlook will have a single lane closure with flaggers to allow two-way traffic. Park management will be working with all local law enforcement agencies to enforce all safety measures. For additional information on the road work, visitors can call the Park Visitor Center at 606-246-1075 or visit www.nps.gov/CUGA. A former Claiborne County teacher is now indicted by the United States District Court of Kentucky in London. 44-year-old Cheryl King and 58-year-old Donnie King were indicted after their arrests last month. King was the head coach for the Cumberland Gap girls basketball team last year and was also the boys' head coach several years ago. The indictment states that the suspects worked together to distribute pills containing oxycodone from January of 1996 through September of this year. According to the indictment, several properties have been seized that were used to commit and facilitate the drugs. The suspects are facing up to 20 years in prison for the charges. A federal trial is scheduled for December 3rd. A 27-year-old Middlesboro man will spend 15 years in the penitentiary after his sentence in Bell County Circuit Court. Bobby Gibson was sentenced on two separate indictments. The first indictment was an amended burglary charge along with a second burglary charge on the same indictment. A guilty plea was entered by Gibson earlier this month. The report states that Gibson entered the victim's home in Middlesboro and took 3 firearms from the residence. A Sharps Chapel man is facing his final sentencing after entering a guilty plea in Bell County Court. 37-year-old Bradley Sharp entered the plea to charges of operating a vehicle under the influence, drug possession, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The recommended sentence for Sharp is 30 days in the Bell County Jail and a $200 fine for driving under the influence. The drug possession and possession of drug paraphernalia are recommended at 3 years in the penitentiary. The drug possession charge is recommended to be probated to unsupervised probation because Sharp lives out of state and has no known criminal history. Sharp is scheduled to receive his final sentencing on November 15th. Following this break, we will have our final report on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I sat down with a breast cancer survivor from here on campus, so stay tuned. You do not want to miss this very powerful story. Stay with us.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro. Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
I've been a hard worker all my life. It's just the way I was raised. I work the third shift. While most people are wrapping up their day, I'm just getting started. If I make a deposit on Friday night, I can't wait for it to go through the next week. Home Federal Bank's real-time banking is different. Real-time banking takes the worry out of banking. Lets me think about what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access. Real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. Always within reach.
Welcome back. We're glad you stayed with us. In our final segment for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I sat down with a local breast cancer survivor. This woman is well known in the community for her years spent teaching many how to swim, making a splash in her water aerobics classes, and her overall outlook on life. Today, Floyd Ann Gardner tells us about her reaction to her diagnosis, her course of treatment, and the celebration that took place when her treatment was finally over.
It's been 5 years and 5 months. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I've always tried to eat healthy. I have always exercised, and I was so shocked when I got the diagnosis of cancer. It was something that I never in a million years dreamed. The first chemo treatment, I thought I would get sick immediately, and I didn't, and came home, and I kept telling David all through the day that, hey, maybe this is not going to be as bad as I think it is. Then the next morning I had a Neulasta shot, which helps build your red blood cells back, and by that night I thought I was going to die. And that lasts for 3 to 4 days, and then you start feeling better. And then you get to do it all over again. New Year's Eve is when everything was over. My husband and I had gone to a party, and we were dancing at midnight, and we welcomed the new year as me being cancer-free and through with treatment.
Next, Floyd Ann tells us exactly what got her through breast cancer, and she also has advice for anyone facing it today.
I have always heard the saying that it takes a village to raise a child. You never lose your need for that village. I drew my village around me and fought. I would wake up and there would be flowers on my front porch. I would have no clue where they came from. The prayers, I was on prayer lists all around the world. People I had no clue who were, I was on their prayer list. And I think that's one reason that really helped me be strong through this. And then, of course, my husband, holy cow, he will have stars in his crown. He took such good care of me. And another thing that I always talk about is the fact it is so much harder on the people who love you than it is on you. I was actively fighting. There was nothing David could do. So, you know, my advice is to be strong, find someone that can go through it with you, and just fight the good fight. There has been this saying on Facebook that I found, and I have used it. And the saying is, it came, we fought, and I won.
Floyd Ann's story concludes our inside look at Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Next up, we are introducing a new segment on the LMU Tri-State News, the Pet Tip of the Week. This week, we are taking a look at how to care for your pets in cold weather.
Hi, my name is Ashley Tipton. I'm here from Veterinary Technology to give you a couple of cold weather tips for your animals. First of all, there's no place like home. Keeping your pets indoors can keep them warm and safe from the inclement weather. Number 2, keep your dogs on a leash. Whenever they go outside, rain and snow can wipe away the scents they're used to. So if you keep them on a leash, you know they're going to be safe whenever you bring them back inside.
LMU Tri-State Sports has been all over the Tri-State area, covering everything from local high school football to LMU soccer and volleyball. So let's turn to Adam Plyler for a look at what they have been up to.
Welcome to LMU Tri-State Sports. I'm Adam Plyler. A very busy and exciting weekend in the world of Lincoln Memorial University athletics. Let's dive right in. The LMU men's cross-country team had 3 individuals receive all South Atlantic Conference team distinctions after the Rail Splitters placed 5th in the Food Lion South Atlantic Conference Championship meet Saturday morning in Black Mountain, North Carolina. Ryan Mecca earned first team all-SAC honors with a time of 26 minutes and 14 seconds. Bradley Maldonado and Brandon Ward both earned second team all-SAC honors with an 11th and 13th place runs. Led by a pair of top 25 runners, the Lady Rail Splitters cross-country team raced their way to a 7th place finish in the Food Lion South Atlantic Conference Championships for the women in Black Mountain, North Carolina. Ara Penalosa paced the Lady Rail Splitters with a 5K time of 20 minutes and 49 seconds, good enough to take a 20th place finish. Both teams get set for the NCAA Southeast Regional November 9th in Charlotte, North Carolina. The men's and women's soccer teams were successful this weekend with a Saturday sweep over Catawba College at the LMU Soccer Complex. Let's first start with the women. Freshman forward Michelle Hunter headed the only goal of the game in the 73rd minute to put the ladies up for good. Hunter's goal is her team-leading 8th of the season. The ladies will return to the action Saturday, November 2nd for Senior Day when the Rail Splitters host the Bulldogs from Wingate University. We move on to men's soccer. It took overtime, but the Brazilian duo of Mario Pinto and Leonardo da Silva scored all 3 Rail Splitter goals to push LMU to the 3-2 overtime win. The game was tied at 2 in the first overtime when da Silva drove a pass to Pinto, who put it in the back of the net for the 5th straight SAC win. With his 2 goals, Pinto is now in a 3-way tie for the career lead in goals with 48. Federico Muin and John Payette are tied with Pinto for the most career goals in Rail Splitter history. LMU returns to the pitch Wednesday for a non-conference regional matchup on the road against Lees McRae. Exciting action from Saturday continued inside the Mary E. Marsh Gymnasium as the LMU volleyball team hosted the Newberry Wolves in a crucial South Atlantic Conference matchup. The Lady Rail Splitters found themselves on the losing end of the match in 5 exciting sets to drop to 10-5 in South Atlantic Conference play. Caitlin Walton continues her stellar senior season in a 17-kill performance. After the game, LMU Sports Network's Adam Haley talked with head coach Jenny Michael.
Yeah, we discussed last night, Newberry was one of the teams that considered one of the scariest, most underrated teams in the conference. Finding out some more details, they went on a little bit of a slump a couple weeks back with the absence of their number 1 player, Miss Parrish, but she's been back the last couple matches, and they are definitely a very strong team. They missed her presence, and their record by no means reflects how strong of a team that they are. They performed very well last season in the postseason. They've done very well this season, and having her back, they were in a situation where they had to win. They did suffer some losses while she was gone, and they need to get back on track, and unfortunately they were able to do that against us today.
LMU returns to action November 1st against Coker College at the Mary E. Marsh Gymnasium, and that homestand will continue the very next day when they host the Wingate University Bulldogs. Let's take a look at local high school football scores from Friday, October 25th. Claiborne traveled to Pigeon Forge and almost came out with a key win there. They lost 27-26. Campbell County improves to 8-1 on the season with a 41-18 win over Carnes. Cumberland Gap led at halftime 21-20. But Scott scored 5 unanswered touchdowns to win 55-27. Bell County beat McCreary Central 42-8. Middlesboro was upset by Somerset 35-19, and Hazard beat Pineville 50-28. Now it's time to look at the games scheduled for the final week of the season. Granger travels to Claiborne for a tough matchup there. Claiborne can still win the automatic qualifying berth, which is the 2nd place in the conference. They need to win, and they need Chucky Doak to lose. Campbell County looks to improve to 9-1 on the season when they play Powell. Greenville will hop on a bus and play Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap's looking to do what no other Blue Ridge Athletic Conference team has done, beat Greenville. Harlan County is looking for a key win to end the season against Bell County. Lynn Camp will play Middlesboro. Williamsburg travels to Pineville, and Austin East will play Union County. The TSSAA Blue Cross Bowl playoffs begin next week. Cumberland Gap's currently eliminated from the playoffs, and as I said before, Claiborne still has an outside shot to make the playoffs, and not only to make it, but to get the automatic qualifying berth. The University of Tennessee had a tough road test this weekend. Unfortunately for the Vols, the number 1 team in the land, Alabama, was too tough of a task. The Crimson Tide rolled to a 35-0 lead at the half and won by a score of 45-10. Tennessee drops to 4-4 on the season. The Vols will travel to Columbia, Missouri to take on the Tigers this coming Saturday. Heading up Interstate 75, the Kentucky Wildcats found themselves on the losing end of another Southeastern Conference game. Mississippi State beat the Wildcats 28-22. With the loss, the Wildcats fall to 1-6 on the season. Kentucky has a winnable game this coming Saturday when they welcome Alabama State for a 7:30 matchup. In World Series action, we have an exciting series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. The series is tied at 2 after an impressive Red Sox win. The Cardinals took a 1-0 lead into the 5th inning when Boston scored 4 unanswered runs, mainly off a 3-run home run in the 6th inning by Johnny Gomes. Game 5 of the series is Monday night. That's all for sports. Keep it here. When we come back, Ashley will bring you the entertainment report. That's when you come back for LMU Tri-State News.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in the healthcare industry. Throughout the years, technology has changed the way companies do business, and DeRoyal has responded to the challenge. From its humble beginnings as a cottage industry, DeRoyal has grown into an international corporation with over 29 locations worldwide. According to Pete DeBusk, Chairman and CEO, DeRoyal manufactures surgical accessories for acute care. They also manufacture products for aerospace, lawn and garden, and electronics industries. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. DeRoyal's patient care division is divided in 4 subcategories, each with its own well-known orthopedic brand name. Customers can count on DeRoyal to deliver the quality they need, the product choices they desire, and the little extra that makes working together a rewarding experience. For more information, contact them at 1-888-938-7828 or visit them online at www.deroyal.com. When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
I will help families adopt children from around the world and in our own backyard.
I am teaching ethics to the next generation of lawyers.
I will make a difference for the underserved of this region.
I will be an advocate for my clients.
As a prosecutor, I fought for those who couldn't speak for themselves.
I'm a lawyer and professor.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
If you love your car or truck, let us help you keep it clean at Soapy J. Soapy J's has unlimited wash plans to fit every budget. Try our $5 express wash or one of our 3 monthly wash plans. The Wheel Deal, the Soapy J, or the new Blast Wax. With our monthly wash plans, if you pay with credit card, all you do is pay for the present month and your card will be billed on the 1st of each month. Don't forget, Soapy J's has free vacuums with any wash. Soapy J's Express Car Wash, open 7 days a week. Let us help keep your car or truck clean at Soapy J's. Soapy J's on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
Welcome back. In entertainment news this week, the #1 film at the box office was Johnny Knoxville's Bad Grandpa. It took in over $32 million on its opening weekend, knocking Gravity from the top spot. Gravity held the #1 spot for the last 3 weeks. The Tom Hanks film Captain Phillips followed at #3. The much-anticipated Brad Pitt film The Counselor bombed, with the fourth place finish taking in only $8 million in its first week. This weekend's openings include the animated feature Freebirds, Las Vegas, with an all-star cast featuring Michael Douglas, Robert De Niro, Kevin Kline, and Morgan Freeman. Also, Ender's Game with Harrison Ford and Ben Kingsley. Looking for new music this week from rockers Arcade Fire, Kelly Clarkson, and Duck Dynasty's Robertson family with their Duck the Halls, a Robertson Family Christmas. On DVD, look for Disney's Monsters University and R.I.P.D., the box office bomb, starring Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds. Now, if you're looking for live music, the Niswonger Performing Arts Center in Greenville has illusionist Kevin Spencer on November 1st and a cappella group from England, the Swingle Sisters, performing jazz, funk, and ballads on Saturday. R&B group Earth, Wind, and Fire will be bringing its show to the Tennessee Theater in Knoxville Friday night. Tickets are available at knoxtix.com. The Bijou Theater in Knoxville will feature the Southern Rock Blues Band Blackberry Smoke Thursday and Friday. And that is your entertainment report for this week. Now get ready to see ghouls, superheroes, and assorted unusual characters walking your streets this week as Halloween is just around the corner. October 31st is this Thursday, so get your candy ready for those cute little trick-or-treaters. Now here's some information on the trick-or-treating schedule in your neighborhood. Harrogate will start its trick-or-treating at 5:30 in the evening, and everyone can expect it to round up at 7 o'clock. Middlesboro is allowing 30 more minutes for trick-or-treaters by starting at 5 o'clock and ending at 7. Trick-or-treating in Tazewell is slated to begin at 5:30 on Thursday and end around 8 o'clock at the Tazewell City Park. Now, if you're looking for more Halloween fun, Cumberland Gap's Halloween festivities start on Tuesday, October 29th, with the Pumpkin Lights event in Festival Park. On Thursday, members of the Cumberland Gap community will light the pumpkins one last time, and store owners will be handing out candy. Thursday night's activities are scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. in the town of Cumberland Gap. Also on Thursday night, Cumberland Gap Fire Station is hosting a Halloween party between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. at the Cumberland Gap Fire Station across from Cumberland Gap City Hall on Colvin Avenue in Cumberland Gap. Lincoln Memorial University's Gamma Lambda Sigma fraternity is hosting its annual Haunted Forest. The event started on October 25th and runs through Halloween. Tours through the forest begin at dark in Democrat Hollow, located behind Mary Mars Gymnasium on LMU's campus. Admission is $5 for adults and $3 for children. The Haunted Forest is recommended for ages 6 and up. Lincoln Memorial University's men's and women's basketball teams are also joining in on the Halloween fun. Both teams are hosting Halloween Havoc. The event starts with pumpkin carving at 5 p.m. in front of LaFrance Pool Hall. After creating jack-o'-lanterns, families can make their way to trick-or-treating that will be taking place in the lower level of Tex Turner Arena. Following trick-or-treating, everyone is encouraged to attend both the men's and women's blue and gray basketball scrimmages. The women are slated for a 7 o'clock tip-off with the men to follow. Lincoln Memorial University's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine Student Advocate Association is hosting their Fall Festival on Halloween. The Fall Festival will consist of games, pumpkin decorating, a cornhole tournament. There will also be music, a costume contest, and more. The festival will be held in LMU Student Center parking lot. Activities will begin at 4 p.m. and run until 7 p.m. Now we close today's show with a look at the LMU Vet Tech Dog Show, which took place last Saturday at Haymaker Farms.